everybody. Can't Hotep back at it again. Happy Thursday. Happy Hotep Thursday. Just getting on the road. I take my daughter to school. Looking at all this nonsense in the news. Still trying to train this little badass puppy. You talking about the Nancy Guthrie joint? I've been breaking it down. I did something yesterday and the day before that. All these bigger fucking channels and shit, they've been taking my fucking takes. So, for whatever reason, somebody allegedly decided to kidnap Savannah Guthrie's mother. Not sure why. Allegedly. I say allegedly. They've asked for $6 million in Bitcoin, which is interesting, considering you can, like Bitcoin, you can track the shit out of it. It's supposed to be decentralized, but we all know better. All right, we need $6 million in Bitcoin. Okay. The families are making these videos pleading to the alleged kidnappers that they'll pay the ransom, just give them back their mother and all this other shit, right? Some weird ass fucking videos too, because it's almost like they're acting, right? Because I really don't see a whole lot of emotion there. It's almost like they're acting. I'm not gonna say the entire family's involved, but I think somebody in that family is involved in whatever happened to this mother. The son-in-law is the last person to see her. I think they said they have confirmed that she was home the day that she went missing. She was in fact home. I was speculating that she wasn't home, because if you're not finding anything really at the house, it's like, was she even there? You know, especially because the cameras was all fucked up. And if she was there, I'm assuming that she would go in through the front door, but I think they're trying to say she went into the garage. Okay, gotcha. It just seemed like a huge cover-up, or somebody's trying to misdirect to make it seem like a kidnapping, in my opinion. Then yesterday they get a tip. TMZ of all people. TMZ been getting these letters. I'm like, why is TMZ getting them? Why is not the local law enforcement or whoever's involved getting this, the FBI? Why is TMZ getting it? So TMZ gets a letter talking about, yeah, we know where she is. If you send us one Bitcoin, we'll tell you. Time is of the essence, or whatever the fuck they said. Which I'm like, if the reward is $50,000, right? The reward is $50,000, free and clear. You ain't going to jail. Hey, I got a tip. I think I know where the lady might be. I think I know that guy. And you're going to get 50 grand free and clear. Why are you incriminating yourself by asking for one Bitcoin? Which is wild. It's fucking wild unless it's some bullshit. It's bogus. What's up, Magic? I appreciate the gifted subscription. I appreciate you, Magic. Oh, did they shut this shit? What the hell happened up here? I gotta turn around. They shut the street off. So we gotta turn around. Somebody must have crashed, or a tree must have fell, something happened. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm like, either that's fake or whatever. So then they take somebody into custody. They give people hope. So, oh, we got somebody in custody, and then they let them go. Apparently they had the wrong person. Not saying that if they let them go that they're innocent, but they let the person go. I'm just turning around. They let the person go, right? So I guess he wasn't who they was looking for, who they thought he was. I guess he was like a fucking Amazon package delivery boy or some shit like that. Then last night we get We found a glove. We found a glove because they had like ring camera footage or Nest camera. I need to get some stock in Nest. You notice how much they say the word Nest camera or the phrase Nest camera when they're talking about this? The Nest camera, the Nest camera, the Nest camera, the Nest, not just the camera or the surveillance. What the fuck are you doing? Not just surveillance camera, the Nest camera. I'm like, I need to go buy some stock in Nest. Anyway, the Nest camera cool footage of a guy in a ski mask that had on all this shit. And they're like, we should be able to determine who this guy is through this. I'm like, but it's a night vision. You don't know what colors he got on, essentially. I mean, you kind of can you speculate, but you really don't know what kind of colors he has on. What's up, Sleepy? What's up, King? You know? And then I'm sitting there, every time, the gloves, there gotta be a unique set of gloves, And I'm sitting there looking at the gloves, like, why did them gloves look oddly familiar, right? I'm just saying this shit to myself. Why are these? And there's like, they must be some kind of particular leather gloves, some kind of black leather gloves. And I'm like, why do these gloves look? I said this last night, and I tweeted it last night. So I'm sitting there like, those rubber gloves. He got on some regular ass nitride rubber gloves, nitro, whatever the fuck it is. Rubber gloves. That's what he got on. I'm looking like, and I was like, and you can tell that they're rubber gloves right after I really sat there and analyzed it because I'm fucking smart. Like when you got on like rubber gloves, especially when they're like a little oversized, you can like it'll like form to your hand to the point where you can see the creases in your fucking hands. Unless they rubber gloves, why do rubber gloves like make it kind of look like you can see the creases and shit in his hands? No, rubber glove. The leather gloves. The rubber gloves you can. With rubber gloves you can see the creases and they get a form to the creases in your hands and shit. Almost look like it's just an extra skin. So I'm like, that motherfucker got on rubber gloves. So they said we found the glove, and the glove that they showed didn't look like it might have been a rubber glove. So, like rubber glove. Like my daughter even said that she didn't think it was a leather glove. She like, it should look like it's kind of like a neoprene or something like that. So I'm like, well, if that should come out and they say they found a leather glove, that ain't the fucking glove. But the glove this guy has on is rubber gloves, and it looked like maybe the rubber gloves they didn't fit great. They might have been a little too big. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting there like, okay. So now they're going off of this. They found this rubber glove 1.5 miles from the mother's house, and I'm just like, she's been missing for 10 days. You guys have been investigating for 10 days, and this glove pops up all of a sudden. It didn't blow away with the wind or any of that other shit. Or animal ain't carry it off, and none of that stuff. You just found it, just chilling. It's interesting to me. You know, it's interesting to me. I think the mother is not alive anymore. I think that somebody in the family had something to do with her disappearance. Whether they did it themselves or they paid somebody to go do it. I don't think this is just, somebody didn't like Savannah Guthrie, so they went and got her mother. That don't make sense. Somebody in that family, I think, had some financial issues. Mama got a nice little fucking insurance policy on her. You know what I mean? Not to mention you can sell a house and all the death benefits you get. I think somebody was having some financial issues. And they might have got rid of the mother. Or maybe the mother is okay and the family member just needs money and they're trying to get her from their sister. $6 million is a lot of scratch. What up, Glenn? Happy little Friday. But one thing I can tell you for sure is that for one, there's people watching me that's taking my shit, right? Because then we'll hear that there was other things about this that I've been hearing across bigger platforms. Like nobody was saying no shit about that but me. And I was sending some things. And you know what, I'm flattered. But you know, can I get a shout out, please, somebody? Can I get a shout out? You know? What up, Jabari? Damn, she worth 40 million? Damn. She said she was willing to pay that shit. Who is the mother worth 40 million? What you saying, bro? What you telling me, bro? Is the mother worth 40 or is the Savannah worth 40? Either way, that's a lot of bread. But this is an interesting thing. But another thing I'll tell you is this. This shit is definitely a distraction from the Epstein files, period, full stop. And I told you guys that. This shit is one hell of a distraction. I said it on Unc's channel a couple of minutes ago. This shit is definitely a distraction. They're using this to try to dominate the news cycle, because it's been dominating the news cycle. Oh, Savannah Guthrie's worth 40 million? Damn. Here go Fox News. Cybersecurity expert. What did it say? It says cybersecurity expert reveals big clue that FBI may be missing in the Guthrie. Like, they're all over this Guthrie shit. PSYOP on PSYOP, the inception of PSYOPs. It's just a distraction. I hope the lady gets found, dead or alive. I hope she gets found, right? The family can have a burial. Whoever did it, you know, gets found out. I think it's the son-in-law and the daughter. I don't know. Maybe the son-in-law. What y'all said? Y'all said the son-in-law, allegedly the son-in-law was involved in some shady shit. He probably owed some bread. You know, maybe they kidnapped the mother-in-law, but to give to him, who knows? There's a lot going on there. But this Epstein shit is definitely taking a back seat to that. And it shouldn't be. This should be like big news. I never thought they would have gave out what they gave out. I still think they're trying to protect the bigger people, them, the collective. Right? I still think that they burned Jeffrey Epstein on purpose to protect the collective. Right? I still think they burned Jeffrey Epstein to protect the collective. I still think all this shit starts. I ain't gonna say it starts. It doesn't start and stop with Jeffrey. It doesn't start and stop with Epstein. You know, and I heard this on other platforms where I said the term jerky. Remember we went over this? Was it Monday? We did the term jerky. And I say, yo, what if that's why Obama's chef got? What if that's why Clinton's chef got? And then I hear this now, and then all of a sudden I hear, like I said that shit, and all of a sudden I hear it yesterday. Like, clearly you watched it. But maybe I'm just, you know, being grandiose and other people think like me, maybe. But there's been a lot of shit that I hear that I break, or I say first, and then next thing I hear other motherfuckers saying it. You know what I mean? Like, I was the one that said that. I mean, I was the first person I heard fucking say it, and I was, you know, looking around the internet, so nobody else was saying it. I told people that this shit is, said Anthony Weiner's laptop was ground zero. Now everybody's looking into Pizzagate talking about Anthony Weiner's laptop and the shit that was on his laptop. I'm like, I told you guys this shit was ground zero. You hear people calling for Les Wexner and all these people. I was like, I was the one that told you niggas we should have pressed them. I've been saying that we should press them. I've been saying press the former Amazon CEO. Right? Because they know more than you think they know. But that's the brothers need to be locked up. Because they know what's what. That shit just, Jeffrey Epstein was just, that nigga was just a DLC. He wasn't the main game, right? He was just a DLC. He wasn't the original game. He burned him to protect the rest of the shit. Then people been doing all this satanic shit, this pedophile shit, this child burnt offering sacrifice shit since forever. Since before your grandmother's grandmother was alive. Oh, he is definitely alive. I told y'all. shut down the airspace in El Paso. Very wild. Fight about anti-Semitism with Bonnie looked like a white supremacist dream about the U.S. government. Like I said, guys, truth is stranger than fiction, and people still have a hard time wrapping their head around what the fuck happened because they only see the shit in movies. You thought that movie 8mm was fucked up. These Epstein files, 8mm ain't got shit on these Epstein files. On the shit that they putting out on the internet. I refuse to watch the videos. I know some people watch them. I refuse. I don't really want to see the kids and all that shit happening to them. I just want to see the faces of the perpetrators so we can fucking frog march them into the town square and have a good old fashioned, you know what? You think it's drones? Or is it cartel drones or the ones like in Jersey? Yeah, what's up, Montoya? Yeah, that's a good one too. Like, maybe it is drones. Maybe they shut down the airspace over drones. They shut down like 18,000 feet. Well, up to 18,000 feet or something like that. That's pretty fucking high, ain't it? Where commercial planes fly at? Spaceship, they be shutting it down to infinity. But yeah, I'm thinking more like the cartels. Thinking like the cartels got some shit going on and they don't want civilian planes or shit like that, or to get caught up in the crossfire. Makes sense. But they're not talking about the shit. They're not talking about the El Paso shit. They're not talking about Epstein. They ain't talking about Ukraine. They ain't talking about the Gaza Strip no more. Y'all notice all of that shit? They ain't talking about none of that shit. What the fuck is happening at the Gaza Strip? What's going on with this Iran and Israel shit? Is it volatile? Is they about to start slinging rockets again? Are we about to jump in this shit? What happened to them fucking ships that we took hostage over there off the coast of Scotland by Greenland from Russia? Like, what the fuck is going on with all of that shit? It's like we on a commercial break. They showed us all this shit happening, and then we went to commercial break. We'll be right back after these messages. We're hearing about none of that. What's going on with China and fucking Taiwan? There's so much shit that we're not hearing about. Everybody's worried about Epstein. Everybody's worried about Nancy Guthrie. I'm sorry, everybody's worried about Nancy Guthrie. They stopped worrying about Epstein, or they're deflecting from it. It's still some people that's still right on track with that shit. Got tunnel vision when it comes to the Epstein shit. Good on y'all. And then everything else abroad is just It's crazy. Throw us off the trail on something, bro. You're trying to throw us off the trail on something. How many of y'all tuned in last night for movie night? For those of you who don't know, every Wednesday, either 8:30 or 9 o'clock, we have a movie night. We try to pick something pertinent to what's going on in the world. Last night we watched Soylent Green. We watched Soylent Green last night on the heels of, you know, the conspiracy of McDonald's selling us human meat in McDonald's and the jerky situation. So we watched Soylent Green. It wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't a bad movie. It's from 1973. I would love to see a remake. That's one movie I would like to see a remake on. I would like to see a Soylent Green remake. I think they could do it better. I think we could do that a whole lot better. I think some people was upset because we ain't seen no 70s titties. It was a decent movie. It was a good movie. I think, I don't know, tonight, I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. Tonight, I thought about maybe talking about current events and shit like that. It would just be me beating a dead fucking horse, like, you know, because it's really not a lot going on other than this Nancy Guthrie shit. Then we start to look back into the emails. I don't know, but I wanted to watch Varsity Blues. I wanted to watch Varsity Blues in tribute to James Vanderbeek. May he rest in peace. I know I got some Dawson's Creek watchers in the chat. Don't act like I ain't watched Dawson's Creek. I remember that Simpsons episode actually where they was eating the kids in the show. Remember the show? Oh, we might have to watch that. We might have to watch that episode of The Simpsons. Remember that episode? The Simpsons, it was like the Simpsons Halloween special where they all got a taste for fucking human flesh, and like the lunch ladies was cooking the kids and shit. I would say that we all have a little Buddha in all of us. Remember that shit? But I wanted to watch Varsity Blues. That's one of my favorite football movies. I just watch Varsity Blues all the time. They even had Paul Walker in there. Everybody have two tribute. You got Paul Walker tribute and a James Vanderbeek tribute. Yeah, he died, yo. He died from, I think he had cancer. I think James Vanderbeek had cancer. That's a good question, yo. I don't know. I don't know if he took the Yamin or not. I don't know. Yeah, it does. They gotta give you a hint or something that's up, like they gotta give you a hint on all that shit. Presidency election nomination or whatever. When he came down the elevator, I heard Simpsons predicted kids getting 8 too. Simpsons predicted kids getting 8 too. But yeah, I was like, man, we should watch Varsity Blues. Shout out to James Vanderbeek. But be real, y'all. I used to watch Dawson's Creek. I ain't even gonna front. I think I watched like the whole first season. I think I fell off after that. But I used to watch Dawson's Creek on the CW. And don't act like y'all niggas were too gangster for Dawson's Creek, all right? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that y'all too gangster for Dawson's Creek. kings. We ain't got the street kings yet. We still ain't get to the warriors yet. It's just like when I want to play those movies, something happens in the news cycle, and I'm like, all right, there's another movie that's probably running along the lines of what's going on. So we go with that movie. I think Soylent Green was a perfect one. Yeah, me too. I remember when it was the WB, 'cause I used to watch all my cartoons on that bitch. I remember all the cartoons that came on. Yeah, Bonkers and all them. Bonkers and all of that. Was Bonkers on the WB? I feel like Bonkers was on the WB. I know Animaniacs was on the WB. I know that Tiny B. And then it always ended with Batman. Batman was the last cartoon on the WB. Like it would be like, yeah, it would be like Animaniacs, Tiny Toons, Tom and Jerry Kids, I think, and then Batman.
But they gave the kids detention.
They gave all the kids attention. I walked out to make it seem like they were punishing them. The teachers facilitated that walk. My daughter said all the kids that walked out of school got detention.
It was the ones that walked like further.
Free VPN Avenue. Nah. All the VPNs. You know who might know? Jay Pollon might know. Or Free VPN Avenue. I don't know. Alright, see. Have a good day. Yeah, don't forget this fruit.
Do you see the hole in my pants?
No, I don't see a hole in your pants. Alright, have a good day. Be completely honest with you, I don't even use a VPN. I should use a VPN, but I don't even use it. I just feel like all that shit can be tracked regardless. Unless I'm trying to look at some shit in another country that's restricted here or something like that. I don't know. Maybe if I leave the country, I would get a VPN. Yeah, Telegram. Like I'm in tech, but I'm sorry, I'm in IT. I'm in IT, not in tech. I'm in IT. I always feel like it's the difference. I'm in tech. Well, you're an IT professional. I'll get you. Oh, what am I doing? I gotta go. I want to go to Trader Joe's real quick. Trader Joe's got this mango. What the fuck is it? Habanero. What the fuck is it? I ain't had it in a while. That's why I'm going there now. They got like this habanero mango lemonade. That shit slap. It's got like some cayenne pepper and that shit is mango and lemon and lemonade and a little habanero. That shit it's a spicy one, boy. But it's fucking refreshing. She was tardy. Oh, they be talking about my daughter late. I'm like, y'all niggas won't let her come to school on the bus. So my daughter, she don't got a first period. So like she would probably just be chilling around the school or whatever, but I'm like, I gotta work and shit, and I got shit to do. I gotta get her to school, I get that, but why can't she catch the bus to school? Let her sit in the fucking office, or let her be a teacher's assistant in like a 9th grade class or something like that, you know what I mean? Let her like help out some 9th graders or something. Let her go sit in the fucking library. Do schools have libraries anymore? You know what I mean? But y'all get mad. Y'all won't let her come see. Like, oh, we don't want her. If she doesn't have a class, she can't be at school. I'm like, well, nigga, it's not college, nigga. Like, this is high school. She catches the bus. The fuck else is she supposed to do? That This should be tripping me the fuck out. Like, she catches the bus, my nigga. Like, what are y'all doing? Well, we don't want students on campus to do not have a class. Like, nigga, this is high school. The fuck are you talking about? But then when she can't make it to class on time because you niggas won't let her come catch the bus, now she's tardy. So I'm gonna have to go up there and that's what I'm talking about, yo. Just even the teachers and faculty at some of these schools are fucking stupid. Now, granted, my daughter should have her license, and she's dropping the ball on that shit, but that's neither here nor there. Like, you know, there are other kids who ain't as fortunate as my daughter. It's not as fortunate as my kid, and they can't catch the fucking bus. And they can't drive, they gotta catch the fucking bus. What up, Pro? Hey, Pro, you know any free VPNs, yo? Maybe Protocol right now. Okay, you know any free VPNs, yo? Oh, you know what might know? Yeah, drop it in the top federales. I bet you federales know. I guarantee federales know. Will said all free VPNs are spyware. Damn, Shreddy, you close as fuck to my car. You better not try to get out this car like this. She close as fuck on my car. I moved her over so when it's close. She look like she can't drive for shit. In a brand new fucking Ford Explorer ST. Nerd, you ain't hear this white girl got the truck you want. She can't drive this bitch for a fucking thing. For a minute I thought it was Nicolette. She just hit my fucking mirror with her keys and shit. Ignorant with it, like, hey, watch your fucking keys, bitch. Ain't that serious? The fuck she just say? Did she say something to me? So now she gonna make me get ignorant. Now she gonna make me get ignorant. I don't know if she said something to me. Leave it alone. VPNs be tripping. It's funny because Trader Joe's be filled with nothing but these like house moms, soccer moms and shit who don't got no jobs. Old ass people. Shit is funny. Anyway, guys, we'll be back tonight. Who, Alex Jones? Oh, you gonna make me go listen to that shit now. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you. I appreciate y'all rolling with me. I'm about to go ahead and get my mango habanero lemonade and take my ass to work. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got content coming out. Share the stream, let people know we live. You catching the replay. Leave a comment, let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. You want to donate to the channel? $sign Cannon Hotel on Cash App. Super chats, Rumble rants. Always welcome, guys. Anyway, till next time, it's Cannon Hotel saying be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss, and don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of his own. Worry about today. I'll holler at you.